Hey guys, so before we start this video, I have a real quick tiny little update to let you guys know about. We actually started up a Patreon page, and if you guys really want to know like what a Patreon page is, if you guys want to know what it's for, I'll leave a video in the iCard in the top right corner of the video. Basically what it is you guys can pledge $1 a month and you guys get to see my content really early on, like maybe 2 or 3 days in advance. That's pretty much it. Also, we have a Twitch. Go check it out in the description. It's really awesome. We have a lot of fun doing live Let's Plays. Shiny hunting, we do solo runs. I'm actually thinking about doing a very special series on Twitch. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Who remembers the comedic ghost Pokemon that Ash acquired in the early days of the Kanto animated take on Sabrina? Even though Ash had befriended Haunter, it technically did not belong to him. If anything, it followed him willingly. It liked Ash, but its behavior was way too comedic and therefore ditched Ash. Though it didn't defeat Sabrina directly, it made her laugh, and apparently that was enough to win him a badge. So Ash didn't capture Haunter and left it with Sabrina. But what if Haunter ditched Sabrina too and followed Ash, allowing for him to capture it? Well, I think I have a pretty good what-if scenario for if he actually did capture Haunter. After his victory at the Saffron Gym, Haunter follows Ash and throws off the comedic act, and shows him that it is actually interested in joining Ash on his Pokemon journey. Ash is very anxious to capture Haunter, and immediately sends out Pikachu to partake in battle with it. Right before Pikachu is about to use an electric attack though, Haunter disappears once again and Ash begins calling it. Haunter is once again nowhere to be found. Throughout the remainder of Ash's journey in Kanto, Haunter plays hide and seek with Ash, popping in every once in a while and teases Ash by taking his stuff, moving objects, and on occasion hides his hat. Haunter may prank Ash, but it doesn't necessarily dislike Ash. It just loves being funny and causing mischief. It would also, from time to time, work together with Jigglypuff to cause certain pranks using its hypnosis along with Jigglypuff singing. Heck, sometimes it would even come and help Ash defeat Team Rocket if things became too tough, and actually obeyed him as well. Haunter was the Pokemon Ash had, but technically didn't capture it until it was time for the Pokemon League. Ash had just met his friend Richie. In due time, Team Rocket pulled the scheme and drained almost every trainer at the Pokemon League of their Pokemon. Ash and Richie, both having their Pokemon stolen, chased after Team Rocket and their truck full of Pokeballs. After chasing Team Rocket for about a day, Ash and Richie make their way to the truck and begin looking for their Pokemon. Team Rocket realizes this and begins to attack. Pikachu, still stowed away, can't get to Ash, and Weezing and Arbok both attempt to attack Ash at the same time with poison type attacks. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Haunter shows up and blocks the hits and hits both Pokemon with a powerful Nightshade attack, knocking them both out. After sabotaging Team Rocket's crooked scheme, Ash gets all his Pokemon back along with Richie's. Richie then asks if Haunter is his Pokemon. Ash responds with, not technically. He mentions he's tried to capture it several times, but it would just run off. Haunter then smiles at Ash and presses its finger on the Pokeball, causing it to open, letting Ash finally capture it. With Haunter now in hand, the Pokemon League begins and everything takes place in the anime as it originally does, except this time, Haunter is actually with Ash. The competition plays out as it does in the anime until Ash faces Rebecca in the 4th round against her formidable Bellsprout. For this battle, because of her love for grass types, Ash decides to go with 3 poison Pokemon being as Bulbasaur, Muck, and Haunter. Muck, of course, is still the MVP of this battle, but Haunter is able to take out 2 of her Pokemon until getting Vine Whipped several times by Bellsprout. I get that it's quad resisted, but remember that this is the anime and this stuff happens all the time. Shortly after, the battle with Richie happens, and because of Charizard disobeying, Ash loses the battle, wraps up the Indigo League, and makes his way over to the Orange Islands. Throughout the Orange Islands, Haunter does not make an appearance until later on where there is a ghost ship. Ash decides to call up Oak to bring Ash's Haunter. Ash is under the impression that Haunter could tell everyone more about the ship. Haunter investigates the ship and meets some other ghost Pokemon aboard, and being the comedian it is, it starts to tease the other ghost Pokemon. But at the same time, they also crack down the mystery and figure out that the Gengar Haunter met was actually the Gengar who was formerly owned by a previous Orange League champion. And this drives Ash a lot more towards being the Orange League champion himself. Ash wins the Orange League using the same team as he does in the anime, and makes his way over to Johto. In Johto, Ash doesn't use Haunter again until the battle against Morty, along with his Noctowl. Haunter is able to take out Ghastly and severely damage his Gengar, but is unfortunately defeated, and Noctowl is able to take out Haunter and Gengar to win. Haunter after isn't seen until the Johto League, where it comes in clutch against some of the trainers in the preliminary rounds. After the Johto arc, Ash then goes over to Hoenn, and Haunter isn't used at all, and remains in Professor Oak's lab. Once Ash returns from Hoenn, the Kanto Battle Frontier starts, and Ash uses Haunter against the second trainer, Annabelle, coming in clutch for him, taking out her Alakazam. What really pushed Haunter for this battle was the fact that it remembered the battle Ash had with Sabrina, and knew it didn't really do much to contribute, so it took out its resolve on her Alakazam. Haunter wanted to prove to Ash that it was sorry and loyal, and it shows a lot of remorse. Ash forgives Haunter with no hesitation at all. Ash then wins the Battle Frontier and makes his way over to Sinnoh. Haunter once again stays at the lab until the Lily of the Valley Island conference, where Haunter was accidentally sent over instead of other Pokemon. A trainer makes the mistake of picking up Ash's Haunter thinking it was his own, and trades it over to another trainer wanting to evolve his Magmar into Magmortar, really showing off trait evolution and how it works. Ash's Haunter then evolves into Gengar and begins to pull tranks on the trainer who mistook it for his own Haunter. Meanwhile, Ash finds the other trainer's Haunter and it strongly disobeys Ash, and is the complete opposite of his own Haunter. He then immediately realizes that this is not his Haunter, and goes to the Pokemon Center for guidance. Gengar, out of nowhere, comes behind Ash, licks him, paralyzing him, and takes him flying around the whole entire island. He soon realizes that his Haunter had evolved into Gengar. Luckily, Ash and the other trainer were able to swap Gengar and Haunter out, and Gengar came back to Ash for the competition and was used in a few battles, giving him access to the final battle against Tobias. Ash actually uses Gengar in the battle against Tobias, being able to strongly damage Latios and Darkrai, and in the end was actually able to take out one of his other Pokemon, being a Celebi. Does Tobias have a Celebi? Not that we know of, but hey, we can have fun, right? Unfortunately though, even with the work Gengar puts in, Ash still loses the battle and winds up losing in the Sinnoh League. After the Sinnoh arc, Gengar isn't used again, but it is seen in the photograph of Ash and his other Pokemon. Just like how the anime is, none of Ash's other Pokemon are used in the Unova region, Kalos, nor Alola. Though Ash sees Mega Gengar in Kalos and begins to wonder if it is possible for him to Mega Evolve his Pokemon. I'm sensing a possible video coming out at some point in the future, guys. Well, that was my what if scenario for if Ash had captured Haunter. Haunter is one of these Pokemon that I think everyone enjoys one way or the other, and I'm seriously bummed out they didn't have Haunter come back or at least reference it some way in the anime. It's an amazing ghost type Pokemon and would have made an excellent Pokemon towards Ash's arsenal. What do you guys think though? Would you change anything? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. With that being said though, if you did enjoy the video, why not leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this sort of content? Be sure to also leave some what if scenarios in the comment section as well. Until then, Dark Sector, I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you guys next time.